Hello and welcome to all of you. This is the video tutorials or practical sessions of software engineering, and here the list of experiment. We already discussed the first experiment or tutorial 1, studied the complete software development life cycle and analyzed the various activity conduct as the part of the various phases for software development life cycle. We identify as well as the objective and summaries outcome. Also we discuss in the previous session. So let me discuss the tutorial 2. Tutorial 2 is about for software requirement specification. So for the aim of the tutorial 2 or experiment 2 that cover the consider any project to be developed in any technology as software architecture or a project manager. So we will construct the software requirement specification SRS document for the project. Here in this experiment we will discuss simple project like library management system or online auction, online shopping system. So we create the software requirement specification on particular project. For this type of experiment we require to log in or just open the virtual lab website. So here in Google just click on virtual lab. Here all the branch is mentioned for the virtual lab. So just click on computer science and engineering, and in this platform we also conduct the software requirement specification or a software engineering experiment. So for that software engineering experiment we require to click just on software engineering lab. Here the reference book available and syllabus mapping. So just click on software engineering lab. So this is your virtual platform where we can perform the experiment of software engineering. So what do you mean by virtual lab? It is one type of a platform that providing you online tools. So you do not have to download any tools. Directly you can perform the diagrams or exercise in this particular environment. So this is the list of experiment. So first one is identify the requirement from problem statement. This is almost the same as our GTU experiment, second experiment. So in this experiment just we click on experiment that cover the requirements. Okay, so identify the requirement from problem statement. First introduction session of the aim, as well as second theory will cover, simulation will cover, case studies, self-evaluation as well as procedure, exercise and reference material also available. So what do you mean by requirement specification? Okay, first of all, requirement identification is the first step for software development project until the requirement of client have been clearly identified and verified. No other task means designing, coding, testing could begin. Usually business analysis having the domain knowledge on the subject matter discuss with the client and decide what features are to be implemented. In this experiment we will learn how to identify the functional as well as non-functional requirement from given problem statement. Functional and non-functional requirement are the primary component of software requirement specification. So let me discuss one by one. So this is the objective covered in our experiment. After completing this experiment you will be able to learn about identify the ambiguities, which are the correct and incorrect requirement, then inconsistency as well as incomplete from a requirement specification. Also you have to identify and state the functional requirement and identify the state of non-functional requirement. So what do you mean by functional requirement? Functional requirement means whenever we click on GUI based platform, So each and every menus that display to represent our navigation from one side to another side, that is called the functional requirement. The non-functional requirement is nothing but the complexity as well as speed, accuracy about your software, about your website, that is called the non-functional requirement. Here the experiment required 3 hours, but total description we in this short video lecture we have covered. So what do you mean by requirement? Sometimes defined requirement as the specification of what should be implemented, user what want. Okay, requirement specify how the target system should be behave. It specify what to do, but not how to do. Requirement engineering refer the process of understanding what a customer accept from the system to be developed and document them the standards and easily readable and understandable format. This documentation will be served as a reference for the subsequent design, implementation and verification of the system. So it is the necessary and important that before we start the planning, designing and implementation of the software system for our client, we are clear about its requirement. If we don't have to clear the version of what is to be developed and what all features are accepted, there would be serious problem and customer dissatisfaction as well as. Means our first goal is satisfaction from customer side. So what are the characteristics of requirements? Requirement either of any new system to be developed should exhibit the following 3 properties. Unambiguities means there should not be any ambiguity what the system to be developed should do. For example, consider you are developing the web application for your client. The client required to enough number of people should be able to access the application simultaneously. What the enough number of peoples, that could means 10 to you, but perhaps 100 to the client, there is an ambiguity. So difference between this number of peoples, that is called the ambiguity. And consistency means to illustrate this, consider the automation of nuclear plant. Suppose one of the client said that it is the radiation level inside the plant exit R1, all reactors should be shut down. However, another person from the client side suggests that the threshold radiation level should be R2. Thus, there is an inconsistency between the two users regarding what they consider as threshold level of radiation. So consistency also important. And completeness means a particular requirement for the system should specify what the system should do and also what is should not. For example, consider a software to be developed for ATM. It is a customer enter an amount greater than the maximum permissible withdrawal amount. The ATM should display an error message and it should not dispense any cash. So this is the important parameter, completeness. Your requirement must be completed. Here the categorization of requirement that cover the user requirement, system requirement. Some of the requirement that cover for the user side, so that is called the user requirement, and some of the requirement that cover for the system side. Like user requirement, they are written in the natural language. So the both customer can verify their requirement have been clearly identified, as well as system requirement means they are written involving the technical terms and or specification and meant for the development or testing teams. Some of the requirement that cover the functional requirement. Here most important part that cover the functional requirement means this describe as a functionally of the system, how a system should react to particular set of input and what should be corresponding output. That is called the functional requirement. And second part, that is a non-functional requirement. They are not directly related what the functionality are accepted from the system. However, the non-functional requirement could typically define how the system should behave under the certain situation. For example, non-functional requirement could say that the system should work with the 128 MB RAM. So the speed according to the system that cover the non-functional requirement. Under such the condition, a non-functional requirement could be more critical than the functional requirement. Non-functional requirement could be further classified into the different types like product requirement as well as performance requirement, or we can say that organizational requirement. We already discussed the functional requirement. So functional requirement for particular product, like if we are creating the project for online shopping system, so each and every menus regarding to the online shopping like login menu, home page, then gallery, as well as we are clicking on the shopping, so categories as well as particular items, that all cover into the functional requirement. When click on the add to cart, so after performing the add to cart, the particular product will go into the cart and we can retrieve or we can add the cart as well as final payment regarding to the our product. So all these functionality that cover into the functional requirement. Then let me discuss the simulation. For the simulation, just click on the simulation tab in virtual lab. Here, if your system cover the plugin according to this virtual lab, so this flash player will automatically on. Here the simulation that cover we show here how to extract the functional requirement when the problem statement is given. The case under the study is online voting system. Here the example related to the voting system. So just click on the simulation. This simulation represents the login functionality as well as interact total discussion in the product. Here the e-democracy and online voting. Many people think that the internet could replace the representative democracy. It enables everyone to vote on everything and anything by online voting. Online voting could reduce the cost as well as make the voting more convenient, and this type of the voting can be done for e-democracy. For it may be used for the finalize solution. If many alternatives as present, online voting make the users for authentication. Hence, it needs security, and the system must be able to address the obtaining, marking or delivery and counting the bottleneck via the computer, as well as advantage of online voting. It could increase the voter turnout because of the convenience, and it helped reduce the fraud voting. So this is the most important regarding to the system whenever we perform the simulation. Then case study. Here the case study that cover the number of project, and you can perform the requirement on particular project. So here the case study regarding to the library information system for software engineering VLab. So library information system that cover the new users registration, search book, user login, issue the book, as well as return the book and reissue the book. These are the functionality covered. So each and every functionality that cover the functional requirement, ये सारी functionality किसमें आएगी? Functional requirement में. And this requirement given particulars number. So requirement 1 that cover the R1, later on R2, R3, R4, all things that covered, and here the give priority, which requirement is we want first. So according to the requirement we give the priority high or low priority. Okay, some of the non-functional requirement, if you are creating the library management system, so performance requirement like this system should be remain accessible 24/7. Whenever we want, whenever user or student want to access, so your system must be accessible. Then at least 50 users should be able to access this system altogether at any given time. Then security requirement that cover this system should be accessible only within the institute lane. So this is the security purpose. And the database of library information system should not store any password in the plain text, has value as to be stored. Then software quality attributes, database requirement, and design constraint, all things that cover into the non-functional requirement. If you are creating the design, so library information system has to develop a web application which would work with the Firefox 5, Internet Explorer 8, Google Chrome 12, Opera 10, or the system should be developed using the HTML5. So these all are non-functional requirement, because we are not related to any function. This is depend on your system or speed, accuracy. So you can cover into the non-functional requirement. If you are going on the second experiment, second exercise, so here the exercise portion is covered. Then procedure, just click on procedure. One more tab that cover the self-evaluation. In this self-evaluation, you can perform the MCQ related to the requirement specification. So when is feasibility study done? Here number of option is given. You can select any one from the four option. Same way, and finally click on the submit button. Then in the exercise tab you will find the exercise related to the requirement specification. So this is the exercise. You can click on exercise 1 and submit. So this is the first exercise. Consider the problem statement for the online auction system. So same way you perform the requirement, collect online functional as well as non-functional requirement for online auction system. Just click on second exercise. So by clicking on the second exercise, you will display the second exercise. And at last page, you will find the reference related to the requirement specification. So related to this topic, you will find the reference, particular book or link, video lecture link of NPTEL, as well as some of the important book regarding to the requirement specification. Okay, thank you so much for attending this session or listening this session.